The FA Cup, sponsored by E.ON, has entered its fourth round stage. This is the highlight show, and stay tuned for every goal on another fantastic weekend of cup football. A cluster of hopeful players stand on the brink of history, but will it be the demons of embarrassing defeat or the joy of an odds-defying win? Coming up, traditional FA Cup fare as Notts County entertain Manchester City. Southampton will seek to shock the mighty Manchester United. Chelsea have a tough assignment at Everton. And Crawley Town, the Cup's sole non-league representatives, meet Torquay. Famous for being the oldest football league club in the world, Notts County are enjoying a fine cup run. Sunderland beaten in the last round. Now Manchester City visit Meadow Lane. Matt Jackson and first Martin Tyler describe the action.
Promising for Manchester City with Micah Richards, and what a very good stop indeed by Nelson from Yaya Toure.
Comes from nothing, a little 1-2, just whips the ball in, holds his run, great saving it.
And it's in, and it's Bishop at the near post. The set piece for Notts County has sent the millionaires, the billionaires of Manchester City a goal down in the fourth round of the FA Cup to a League One side, the third tier of the English game.
Very tough to defend this, whipped in, gets across the front man. Zabaleta on the line, can't do anything. They just do not deal with that ball at all. Bishop does really well, just a glance. Wow, just what the game needed, certainly what those fans were asking and praying for.
Barry! Well, they haven't even come up with too many meaningful efforts at goal, but that was one from Gareth Barry's left foot.
Yeah, good strike, good ability, catches it almost too well, really. It's a looping one for the goalkeeper. Requires it to swerve a bit.
And Richards got the run of the ball. Is that going to be the bit of luck that they needed? And it is, because it is 1-1, and Edin Dzeko has equalised with his first goal for Manchester City, his first goal in English football, and what an important one it is.
This is a great ball. Dzeko working really hard. Delighted to get his first goal. Should be better, shouldn't be played through so easily, Notts County. That's why Paul Ince is so frustrated, but that's the quality of the Premier League level.
Relief is the first emotion for Roberto Mancini, but joy for the scorer. Oh, and it was so near, and it was Mike Edwards coming round the back who just seemed to be a meaningful touch away from making it 2-1.
I mean, it looks like it's a tap-in, doesn't it? It looks like he'd done everybody, whether he wasn't expecting it, whether Richards just gets across him at the end. But looks a fantastic chance.
At the Liberty Stadium, Championship high flyers Swansea hosted lowly Leyton Orient of League One. The hosts dominated the first half, but after 35 minutes, Charlie Daniels' free kick was met with a firm header from Jimmy Smith, giving Orient a shock 1-0 lead. The home side responded at the stroke of half-time. Cedric van der Gun's header equalising for the Swans. And in keeping with cup tradition, there was some late drama. With just 2 minutes remaining, Alan Tate inadvertently put Paul Jose Mpoku's cross into the back of his own net. Orient held on for a shock result, which also sent them into the fifth round for the first time in 29 years. Both Watford and Brighton went into this game boasting some fine league form. The only goal came via Rennie Gilmartin's error. Ashley Barnes' 20-yard strike should have been easily saved. Will Buckley had Watford's best chance, running through one-on-one with Peter Brezovan, but the Brighton keeper made a fantastic save to send Gus Poyart's men into the fifth round. Southampton have happy FA Cup memories against Manchester United. In 1976, a Bobby Stokes goal earned the Saints their only FA Cup success. More cup magic required at St Mary's. Matt Jackson and Ben Andrews describe the action.
Foul there apparently, but play goes on because it's not got out of play. Butterfield with the ball in, it's a beauty! What a chance wasted by De Prado.
Great chance, and I think he thinks Smalling's going to head it. He gets himself right under the ball. Great ball, and I've talked about the width that Southampton have had all day. This is just poor. Smalling completely under the ball, runs off his back. They always say, don't let them see your number. Terrible body position for a centre-half. De Prado should do better. They know it was a decent chance.
Chaplow on the burst, it's another good chance, it's Chaplow! Oh yes, what a finish! A minute before the break, and the better side in this tie is leading it. Richard Chaplow for Southampton.
He's done really well. He's shown good energy all day, bursting from midfield, mostly down that right-hand channel. This sits up for him so well. They're delighted, those fans, and it caps a great half for Southampton. They've been comfortable, I've already said. Once again, it's too easy from United. There's just no pressure on. Ball gets played in, a little flick, half a challenge and a mistake. Well, this sits up beautifully there, and that's just all about the pace of the ball. Lindegaard, no chance. United, absolutely awful. Great strike, Chaplow.
Taking on Butterfield, it gets the ball in. Oh, it's a chance, it's over the bar from Owen.
And it's a typical Owen chance. Will always make that run across the front man. Nani's certainly injected some pace, hasn't he? He's got a bit of trickery. For the first time, the fullbacks are uncomfortable. Butterfield ghosted past there, and Michael Owen knows the areas he has to get himself into. Doesn't do it so regularly these days.
Run at Harding and gets the cross in, could have gone anywhere. Michael Owen doing what Michael Owen does best, turning up in the box and poking the ball in, this time with his head. Southampton 1, Manchester United 1, and it's a very different game now.
It certainly is, and well, the two substitutions, that's why he has to gamble. Sir Alex, worth how it is. Great ball that lays out to the right hand side. Overton looked like he'd been held up. Harding did well. Moved his feet quickly. That looked like handball. I'm sure that would have been given as a handball. Very difficult one down by the right-hand side. Absolutely fantastic finish.
Giggs for Hernandez. It's 2-1. And the turnaround is complete. He looked across for a flag. It isn't up. United were terrible and are now leading.
That's the sign of a great side. His pre-match prayers have been answered. Just a bit of a mistake as well, and they punish you. It's cruel, really is cruel. You can't give the ball away. It's a difficult area. Try and play it around the corner. Shouldn't be doing it. Should be turning it round. It's the sub who's just come on as well who gets hurt. And at that point, they just don't miss. They always punish you. It's hardly had a chance, Hernandez. Just gets a little toe on it. Cruel game. Cruel game.
North London Giants Arsenal entertained League One Huddersfield Town. All was well early on. Nicholas Bentner's shot deflecting in off Peter Clark. The Terriers' misfortune compounded by the fact Marouane Chamakh clearly used his arm in the build-up. It should have been a comfortable afternoon for the Gunners, but they did struggle to overcome Leeds United in round 3, and Huddersfield caused yet more consternation to the Londoners. Any pretensions of a comfortable afternoon for Arsenal soon evaporated. Sebastian Scalacci was given his marching orders after blocking Jack Hunt. Huddersfield then seized the initiative after a period of sustained pressure. Alan Lee headed in a well-deserved equaliser. A timely moment to claim his maiden Town goal. It was the 32-year-old's first in 26 appearances. Last-minute penalties seemed to be all the rage at the Emirates. Bentner collapsing under a Jamie McComb challenge. And captain Cesc Fabregas, drafted in from the bench, scored from the spot. The Gunners sneaking fortuitously into round 5. The memories from the round 3 win versus Newcastle were resonant at the Lamax Stadium, and there were high hopes Stevenage could advance against Reading. But the Royals controlled the game from the start, taking the lead after 23 minutes. Michaeli Lidgetwood bagging his first goal for the club. In the second half, Stevenage's spirit came to the fore and they equalised in the 72nd minute. Darius Charles running into space and finishing in style. Was there to be another shock? No fairy tale this time, as a late Shane Long strike gave Reading a relieving 2-1 victory, ending Stevenage's memorable cup run. The 2009 final between Everton and Chelsea started so well for the Toffees, but the Londoners prevailed. Everton need to avenge that lost final, and this time they met at Goodison. Watching the action, Stuart Robson and first Gary Taphouse.
Ramirez, little give and go with Drogba through the middle. Nicolas Anelka onside this time, and Howard makes a brilliant save.
Brilliant football from Chelsea. It was started by Ramirez playing the 1-2 with Drogba. Not sure why Everton wanted to hold a high line there. Ramirez had lots of time on the ball. It was obvious where it was going to be played. Anelka does everything right, keeps it low, gets it on target, but Howard in the right position.
Swung in by Arteta. Fellaini! Good save by Petr Cech.
Well, this looks like it's over Fellaini's head when it's first played. He just backs in. Just can't get it down enough. It's a good header from him. Petr Cech reacts well.
Baines takes the latest corner, and Zaha is in there! And he keeps up his magnificent scoring record against Chelsea, and the holders are behind.
Well, it's the delivery from Baines. We talked about Louis Zaha being the all-round centre-forward when he's on his game. Once again, he demonstrates he's got good spree, he's a good header of the ball. And Chelsea were all over the place at the back. Who's picking him up? It's John Terry who's picking him up. He runs John Terry towards the ball. Then he gets behind John Terry. It's poor marking from Terry. Great play from Louis Zaha. He doesn't like playing against Zaha, does he?
It's Baines. Now Zaha. Chelsea on the rack a little bit here. Baines with the cross. And Coleman. Good save by Cech. Coleman again. And Michael Essien, I think, got the block in. But this is cracking stuff from Everton.
Well, he said the threat would be down that left-hand side. Baines whips in a great cross. But look at the determination of Coleman at the far post. He knocks Ashley Cole out the way. But then you've got to admire John Terry and Essien. Watch Essien here. Get to the ball and get the block in. That's really good defensive play.
It's Anelka, past Ramirez, all the way through for Salomon Kalou. It's his first touch, and there's the shot, and he scored! Oh, what an incredible introduction! Salomon Kalou on the counter, scores his 9th of the season, and Chelsea are level.
It's a good leave here. Ramirez just lets the ball go between his legs. Now he's coming in field. Look at Lampard making the outside run, and the shot. Does it go between Distan's legs? Let's have a look again. Yes, it does, and that's what beats the goalkeeper. What a good finish from Salomon Kalou. Didn't quite go between Distan's legs. Chelsea back in the game.
Ramirez goes for it and smashes the base of the post.
Well, really well played from Chelsea. Just rotated their midfield there. They got Ramirez with a bit of time. He understands where the space is. Fellaini doesn't get out there quickly enough. Always swerving away.
Baines. Oh, Ivanovic with a horrible slice. Straight to Jermaine Beckford! Great save by Cech.
Well, I think Beckford does everything right here. Ivanovic just gets it horribly wrong. Just tries to clear the ball downfield, slices it towards his own goal. Beckford bounced up nicely for him. Got it on target. That's all he could ask for. Petr Cech equal to it.
Another all-Premier League tussle at Craven Cottage, a London derby between Tottenham and Fulham. Referee Phil Dowd awarded an early penalty. Alan Hutton the guilty party. Danny Murphy duly obliged from the spot. It got worse for Spurs, much worse. Clint Dempsey again fouled in the box, Michael Dawson the offender, and he saw red for his troubles. Murphy gleefully snapped up the opportunity. 2-0, just 14 minutes on the clock. And Fulham soon made it 3. Breda Hangeland tapping home. The form book was being turned upside down. In first-half injury time, Tottenham's nightmare was compounded. Moussa Dembele's solo run, complete with sublime finish, definitely the pick of the goals. Fulham threw at a canter, 4-0. Having already dumped Blackburn Rovers out of the League Cup this season, Aston Villa continued their recent good run of form. It took the hosts only 11 minutes to go one up. Kieran Clark rising highest to make it 1-0. The lead only lasted for 7 minutes though. Substitute Nikola Kalinic equalising, despite the best efforts of Brad Friedel after good work from Michel Salgado down the right-hand side. Three-time FA Cup winner Robert Pires then scored his first Villa goal with this well-taken half volley that flew past the helpless Paul Robinson. In a strong first-half display, Villa then went 2 goals ahead. This well-placed header from Nathan Delfonso taking advantage of very poor Blackburn marking. It finished Aston Villa 3, Blackburn 1. The All-Premier League contest between Wolves and Stoke failed to live up to its billing. The Potters claimed the lead in the 81st minute. Robert Huth powered in a header from Matthew Etherington's free kick. Wolves did have a chance to grab a replay, but Thomas Sorensen saved Nenad Melihash's penalty in injury time. Stoke through 1-0. Bolton and Wigan played out an entertaining scoreless draw. Jussi Jääskeläinen keeping the Trotters in the game. Callum McManaman denied here. But the host nearly grabbed a late winner. Debutant David Wheater's snapshot flying just wide of Wigan keeper Michael Pollett's post. All to do again. It finished Bolton 0, Wigan 0. Crawley Town are the competition's sole non-league representatives after gloriously dispatching Derby in round 3. The Reds now travel to Torquay of League 2, a club also seeking their first 5th round date. In attendance for us is Darren Anderson and Dan O'Hagan.
Benyon and Danny Bullman now gets it long and through here to Matt Tubbs! The kind of chance he just thrives on. And non-league Crawley, the last men standing from the non-league, have their noses in front here against League 2 Torquay.
Goal out of nothing. He read the ball forward. Lovely touch. His touch is what makes a goal. I'm not so sure about his connection when striking it. Looked like it could possibly have come off his knee before. Lovely touch. Yeah, it looked like a double hit there.
They all count. 25 for the season for Matt Tubbs. Smith to send the ball in. A good ball from McFadden. They claim a handball. Yes, given. Chris Zabrowski with a handball, and Crawley here with a penalty and a second yellow card for Zabrowski in the matter of seconds, and he's off. And Torquay here are in a world of FA Cup pain.
Very, very bizarre goal. I mean, here I couldn't understand why there's no wall or anything. They just weren't set up for the free kick. Great ball in, and without doubt, he's, you know, it's blatant.
Tubbs, who scored once here, can maybe seal passage against the 10 men. Tubbs, Crawley's most deadly. Oh, great save! Scott Bevan keeps Torquay alive in the FA Cup.
Very good save, and fantastic save, low down to his right-hand side.
Cook and Wilson, and Cook again tries to surge on, he goes down. Mansell's challenge, another penalty. Lee Mansell, the Torquay skipper, and this time surely Crawley will take a 2-0 lead. Their second spot kick.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see that one again. I think great burst into the box there. A little bit unfortunate, I think. I don't think it was intentional, but I think the referee had to give it.
Well, Craig McAllister has wrestled the ball free from Jamie Cook here because he wants this. The man who got their winner against Newport County in the 4th qualifying round and the first goal against Derby steps up, saved again. Twice Bevan has saved from the spot, and twice Crawley have wasted the chance to seal the tie.
Well, this is incredible. What a save again.
Nicholson's torquay throw, helped on at the near post. McFadden fell in the air by Billy Key. And again the tempers here, Mills, Key, Mansell involved here. Mills and Mansell have yellow cards already too, so if this carries on, I think Mills could be off here. I think Mills may have gone too far. Now for me there, the two chief wrongdoers were Lee Mansell and Pablo Mills, both of whom are on yellow cards. That was the initial Key challenge. Howell gets his second yellow and he's off. So Crawley now are down to 10 as well. There's a yellow for Key, but was Howell involved? It's Mills who's the aggressor, not Howell. There's Howell now involved. Maybe a hand was thrown there, but Mills for me is the real aggressor. Mansell is perhaps too, but Howell's been sent off in. In by Nicholson. McFadden climbs high. Nicholson again, driven back in off the crossbar for Torquay. Nicholson unlucky, really unlucky. And Crawley stay in front only just, mind you.
Great strike. Great header out from McFadden, but Nicholson, what a strike. Fantastic technique. His left foot has caused all sorts of problems for Crawley.
This was Eddie Howe's first game at Turf Moor as Burnley manager. Burton Albion the visitors, and Howe's charges took an early lead. Chris Eagles and Jack Cork combining on the edge of the box. Eagles slotting the ball beyond Adam Legdins. The impressive Eagles added a second in the 70th minute. Ross Wallace's cross evaded everyone but Chris Iwelumo, who was on hand to pull the ball back for Eagles, who was left with the simplest of tasks to make it 2-0. Burton then displayed some cup spirit. Debutant Calvin Zola got the Brewers back in the game with 10 minutes remaining. But despite a gallant effort, Burnley wrapped things up deep in stoppage time. Martin Patterson pounced to send the Clarets into round 5. Sheffield Wednesday were looking to make the 5th round of the Cup for the first time in 11 years. In their way stood League Two strugglers Hereford United, and the underdog struck first. Poor Wednesday defending allowed Stuart Fleetwood time to fire home from 6 yards. It didn't take long for the Owls to respond. Daniel Jones' pullback eventually finding its way to Darren Potter, who duly dispatched. Clinton Morrison converted from the spot to put Wednesday 2-1 up. Hereford, reduced to 10 men, struggled to cope, and their defence finally crumbled when Jermaine Johnson charged at the Bulls' rearguard and unleashed an accurate finish to put the game beyond doubt. And another penalty saw Morrison complete a tidy day's work. The Owls safely through 4-1. Nottingham Forest may have won their last 5 matches, but it was West Ham who started the better at Upton Park. Victor Abinna guiding Mark Noble's wayward shot home. Forest then showed signs of their decent form. Dele Adebola slotting in from David McGoldrick's pullback. West Ham's frailty at the back was once more exposed as Harita Ilunga's header caused his keeper problems, McGoldrick capitalising. The lead lasted just 2 minutes. Abinna's cross comes shot, fortunately for the Hammers, evading Lee Camp in the Forest goal. And Nigeria forward Abinna made it a day not to forget, claiming his hat-trick from the spot early in the second half. Joy for the Hammers, they're through 3-2. Birmingham City reached the League Cup final in midweek, but thoughts of a cup double took an early blow as Marlon King fired Coventry into an early lead at St Andrews. The Sky Blues then took greater command of this Black Country derby, Richard Wood heading Gary McSheffrey's corner into the net. Birmingham responded, and new loan signing David Bentley spectacularly claimed his first for the club with this scintillating drive. The equaliser arrived in the 67th minute. Alexander Kleb worked his way into the box and Stuart Parnaby steered his cross past Kieran Westwood. The momentum was now all Birmingham, and veteran striker Kevin Phillips fired into the roof of the net, a composed finish, and it was enough for the Blues to edge past Coventry 3-2. Time to wrap up all the fourth round results. Notts County valiantly drew 1-1 with Manchester City. Leyton Orient's 2-1 win at Swansea earned them a home tie against Arsenal, who scraped past Huddersfield 2-1. Everton, Chelsea and Bolton Wigan go to replays. West Ham and Burnley meet in round 5, as do Birmingham and Sheffield Wednesday after their wins. Crawley's win at Torquay has set up a plum away tie at Southampton's conquerors, Manchester United. After successfully testing their credentials at Watford, Brighton will travel to Stoke, 1-0 winners at Wolves. Fulham, Burnley, Aston Villa and Reading are also through. That's all for now, and after another fantastic weekend of Cup football, the FA Cup, sponsored by E.ON, is starting to take shape. We have the Premier League superstars battling it out with their lower league brethren in this enduring competition. We'll see you next time.